Well, Dave, I got a chance to speak to a parent who had to send her 11-year-old son to school this morning with fear in her heart. But in front of her child, she put on a brave face, and a medical expert who says we have to guide our children carefully. Cassandra Silvers is among thousands of parents in Michigan who were fearful this morning about sending their child to school. Her son is a 5th grader in Southfield. With all of those kids getting gunned down in Texas in an elementary school, what did you say to yourself?
I freaked out like, not again.
Her son's school was placed on lockdown after the Oxford High School shooting.
We couldn't go in or get out to get our children. So it was just terrifying to know that someone was able to get in and to murder so many children.
We wanted expert advice from psychologist Eric Herman from the Detroit Medical Center's Children's Hospital of Michigan. What do you say to your little kid who may have seen the news and feels like, Mommy, I'm afraid to go into school. What if someone shoots me too?
Yeah. With the little ones, I would try my best to protect them from the news because they just can't understand it.
For older kids who have access to social media, you may have to explain it to them, as Cassandra did with her son.
I walked him to the bus stop. I made sure that he was feeling okay. We talked about gun violence. We talked about ways to protect ourselves and to speak up if we notice that something isn't right.
Herman says for this 18-year-old shooter who is now deceased, warning signs of mental illness were likely missed. He says red flags in children show up early, even as soon as 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. Watch out for an unwillingness to socialize, harming animals, violent writings and drawings, and anger issues. For Cassandra, she believes kids must be observant too.
Listen to our friends if they're saying something, like if they want to hurt themselves or if they want to hurt others, to speak up and to be bold and courageous to tell. And there's nothing wrong with that because you might save others.
And while it's too late for Oxford and now Uvalde, Texas, this mom says
we can't live in fear. We have to continue to move forward. We have to learn from these incidents, especially when it comes to gun violence, finding ways to protect our families as well as protect ourselves, and to all be able to speak up and speak out.
I thought that mom was quite forward thinking, talking to her son about gun violence and, more importantly, how to be brave and take action when young lives may be at stake if they don't. Certainly leaves a pit in your stomach, Dave, when you think about what children have to deal with today, learning how to hide from an active shooter and being afraid of elementary school when they really should just be having fun and just happy to be in school learning, but instead they're dealing with this.
Yeah, certainly a more difficult time than when we were in school, Carolyn, and you know, you have to wonder, when is it going to change? When are things going to get better? Certainly a tragic time in our nation and our society.